I'm just learning that I've got to be prepared. It is Saturday, March 16th. Oh, that dude got really close. And I am getting out of I'm going to back up just in case. Give a little extra room. There we go. Got my pre-workout. I use Alpha Lion. I've tried several. I've tried Rise, R-Y-S-E. It was okay. Pro Gym from Jim Stepani. And that one was okay. It's a little on the pricier side. And then recently I tried Transparent Labs. And there is with stevia. And so it's kind of if you're going to compare different pre-workouts as far as their ingredients and how clean and artificial sweetener type stuff, I believe Transparent Labs is one of the cleaner ones, and it's actually sweetened with stevia. Now I've had, I think it's called Stevia soda that's sweetened with stevia, and it's not bad. Some of the flavors are okay. You can definitely taste the stevia taste, but in the pre-workout drink of Transparent Labs, you could really tell. Now, it could have been because the flavor I had was blueberry pomegranate. I am not a pomegranate fan. I love blueberry taste, but they put pomegranate, and that could have added to the ick taste, but it tasted awful. And I tried it 2 days, and after that, I was done. I was not gonna try it again. Yeah, I'm on my way to the gym. Slept in, nice little sleep in last night. Of course, stayed up late watching watching Love is Blind on Netflix. Don't judge me. Watched about 3 episodes last night. Didn't get home till after midnight. I was just watching a podcast video from the Diary of a CEO where Lane Horton was on talking about different health topics. I thought that was very interesting. One of the things I wanted to talk about was something he had mentioned about in your weight loss journey. When they say lifestyle change, what does that really mean? At least this is what I'm saying in my mind as I'm listening to what he's saying. And he said, you can no longer be that person that makes choices, the bad choices. You have to almost become someone else. And it reminded me of a saying from, I can't remember the guy's name. The quote was, and I'm probably going to paraphrase it for myself, but you have to ask yourself when you get ready to do something, what would the person I want to be or I'm striving to be do the thing I'm about to do? Would that person get up and go to the gym? Yes, he would. Then that's what I should do, because I want to be a person that works out and does strength training. I want to be a person that has good cardiovascular health. What would that person do? That person would probably go on walks, right? He would do something cardiovascular as far as walks, runs, ride bikes, right? So do I bring my shoes so I can walk on the treadmill afterward? Now, it's a beautiful day. I could probably walk outside, but I tend to do better getting steps in when I go right after my workout. Now, I don't do a huge long walk. I'll do like a 20, 30-minute walk. I'll watch Parks and Rec while I'm walking on the treadmill. But that person would do that. That person would walk. He would do something. And that's going to have to be applied to today, because today we're planning on going, me and my girlfriend are planning on going to a St. Patrick's Day outdoor festival. They're going to have tents out there, music, and of course they're going to have beer. I'm not going to have any beer, and I don't want to have any sweets. And there's going to be plenty of food trucks. Now, some would say, well, then just don't go. But I really believe that I'm at a point where I'm okay to go. It's not like I'm so out of control where I can't go to an event like that and not have discipline to not binge or not eat junk food. But what would the person I'm striving to be do at that particular event? What would they do? If someone who's trying to lose weight, be healthy, control his sugar intake, what would they do? Well, they wouldn't order anything sugary. They wouldn't eat any junk food. They would just go and enjoy walking around looking at the arts and crafts and stuff that are going to be there. So I've used that philosophy before, or I've asked that question of myself before in the past. And I just need to remember to do that more often. And that also comes into play the whole discipline versus motivation. Sometimes I'll see on Facebook where people will say, somebody motivate me. And I get it. There's times where I have to be like, motivate. I got to motivate. I'll listen to a motivational song, or I'll listen to a specific podcast where it's just it's just clips of different motivational speakers saying little sound bites of motivation alongside some epic or cinematic music. And so it gets you pumped up, it gets you motivated. And that's good. That'll get you going part of the ways, but the biggest part is discipline. And the biggest thing I'm having to work on as of late is trusting the process, especially with my weight gain going up and down. Now I have to work the process, I have to work the program, but I have to trust the process in that I have to do it and trust that it works, even if my weight goes up and down, ebbs and flows of this weight loss journey. So the way I picture it is, in my mind, the way I think through it is, there's motivation that gets you going, and then you accomplish certain goals. You go down in weight, you feel better, your clothes fit differently. And that's motivating. But then when things start to kind of even out, or maybe you're not losing as much weight as fast, maybe your clothes aren't, it's like, when am I going to fit into this size clothes? Or, whatever else is going on, then that's when you have to rely on the discipline. And that's when you have to say, okay, this is when I trust the process and just work the process and stay with it until you hit a motivational point, which is when you'll step on the scale and you'll be like, yes, I lost that weight. Yes, my clothes are feeling a little looser. Yes, it's time to shop for a size down. And that motivation gets you through the time period where you need that motivation to get you through the low times when things aren't working quite as well. And then it's like a cycle. It's like an endless cycle. And there are things that I mess with, like, there are some people that don't have to worry about this. They don't have to be thinking, what am I going to eat today? If I eat this, will it satisfy me? If I eat this, will I want to overeat? If I go to this thing, will I eat too much? And that's always something that's bothered me. Why are there people that don't worry about? But then I tend to find out that there are people I think they don't worry about, but they actually do worry about. Or they have other things that they worry about. In other words, they have their suck. They have their stuff that sucks for them, that I never would ever want to have to go through. All right, well, today is going to be legs and shoulders, and it's actually the last day of this specific routine that my coach has made for me. And then we start a brand new routine, because next week, so I'll have tomorrow, which is Sunday, it'll be my rest day. I still will want to get my steps in, but no workouts as far as strength training. And then I will start a brand new routine on Monday, and I start my new job on Monday. A lot of new stuff happening. So we're gonna have to check in to see how that all works out. Monday, March 18th, first day of the new job, and first day when I have the job and I'm getting up early to get to the gym. It's 5:13. My goal is to be out the door by 5:45. I've already had my pre-workout. My morning protein drink with a banana to kind of get me some calories, to get me going. Energy so I can do the workout. As you can tell by my talking, maybe I don't have a lot of energy right now. Jumped right out of bed, didn't hit snooze, which is fantastic. But I got my pre-workout ready to go that I'll drink while I'm driving there. And then I've got my water for drinking while I'm working out. I got my shoes, gonna put those shoes on and head out the door. So I'll be ahead of what I had planned as far as time, which is fantastic. To check back with the festival I went to the festival. We ended up getting some burgers and sweet potato fries at a place called District Burger. Delicious burgers, grass-fed burgers. Probably should have skipped the bread, but it was a good burger. Did not eat any sweets or treats, and there was plenty of opportunity to eat sweets and or treats. One place in particular, Nothing Bundt Cake. They have these little individual bundt cakes that are so good. We had actually went there and we were like, what are we gonna do for dinner? I was like, well, let's see what kind of food truck they have there. And I was thinking maybe they'd have like a barbecue food truck where I could just get meat, or I just, get some good protein. There was a long line, plus it was just like, it wasn't it didn't look like where I could just say, hey, I just want some meat. It was all sandwiches at the barbecue place, and then everything else was going to be high fat, high calorie food. So that's why we went to get the burger place. All right, I'm going to get ready, get going. So successful at the festival, not eating sugar or any junk food, which is great. Made it back from the gym. 7-Eleven should give me plenty of time to get my breakfast cooked, warmed up actually, reheated in the air fryer. Really just concentrated on not checking Instagram, not goofing off in between sets. My routine changed a little bit. Next time I'll capture some footage of the workouts. Sometimes it's not, I can't always set up my phone to record because it's pretty busy in there. And I feel weird kind of recording in the gym sometimes, even though I do it. But I don't want people to feel subconscious about seeing my camera filming me and stuff like that. So, and then like last night I was like, oh gosh, I haven't shaved. Why did I do that? Oh gosh. Anyway, I hadn't shaved and I need to be clean shaven. I gotta put the food in there. This isn't the easiest to do one-handed. Oh, there we go. Nice. Spread it out a little bit and let it heat up. I'm still trying to figure out different heat times or reheat times. Sometimes I do 5 minutes, sometimes I do 4 minutes. Kind of depends. And the temperature too. Right now I have it at 325. Sometimes I've done it at 350, sometimes at 300. So if you know a perfect heat temperature and time for reheating food in the air fryer, let me know. What was I talking about? Oh, I was like, I need to shave. I got to be clean shaven for a job where when you're in the office. So I didn't have to do that before. So I have to like put that in my time as far as getting ready. But I should have plenty of time to shower, shave, shower, eat, not in that order, and be off to work. So good first day. Now I know as time goes by, it might be a little bit more of a challenge to go to bed in time so that I can get plenty of rest and then get up and get there. Traffic might be a little bit different, so I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough buffer time so that have plenty of time to get in a great workout and get to work. One thing I did do a little bit different this time around is a little bit shorter time on my stretching. Tried to warm up my shoulders. I didn't do the normal where you do the band. I've done bands before because I have a bum shoulder. So I try to warm up the bands. I tried to warm up in my routine. In other words, today was the first exercise was dumbbell chest, and I did 6 sets, but the first 2 sets were warm-up sets. So they're nice and light, but they got me in some motion going, warming up the muscles, get my nervous system awake so it's ready to go. And I think that worked. So, and then did I say, yeah, it was busy, so I had to switch out a couple exercises, or one exercise. I had to do an exercise out of sequence because it was busy. I'm going to try a different location on Wednesday. Tomorrow is my Tuesday morning group that I go to, a group of men meet, and every Tuesday morning just to talk about life. So tomorrow will be an interesting change because typically what I did was I would go to the breakfast meeting with the guys, end there about 8:30, then go to the gym and then just work late. Well, now I can't do that because of a new work schedule, so I have to go to work out after work. So we're going to see how that works. That'll be interesting. Wednesday, March 20th, and I'm got my breakfast ready to go. Reheated it in the air fryer. It's only Wednesday, and I'm feeling not really pressure, but just, I don't even want to call it like angst. Wow, is the screen dirty? Hold on. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. So I'm not feeling like really, I don't want to call it angst, but just feeling like, because normally my day as a freelancer, I could rearrange a lot of my day. I could cook more, I could start laundry and then do some work, take the laundry out of the wash, put it in the dryer, and I'd be good. And I would just do what I needed to get done for the day to get projects done. Now it's like it's regimented, and I haven't had that in a few years, about 2.5 years. So I like routine, but like last night, I had my men's meeting in the morning that I go to every Tuesday morning, meet with some buddies of mine just to kind of talk over life, how to check on each other, and sometimes do kind of like a Bible study where we read a particular book and talk about it. So I don't do my morning workouts, so I did it after work, and I didn't get home till like 7:30. I had to go to the store to grab a couple shirts for work. I just got home at 7:30. I was like, I am exhausted. I wanted to go see my girlfriend, but I was like, babe, I'm just tired. And by the time I get there, I'm gonna have to go to bed because I needed to get up this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. It's just an adjustment. Definitely an adjustment. So the biggest lesson here is I have my breakfast ready to go, so I don't eat junk or just grab something. So that's perfect. My lunch is the same thing. I got my lunch for today ready to go. Good on the calories with that. That helps me keep me under my calories. That's something I noticed too. I don't do a lot of snacking, even though they have a lot of junk snacks there. And I know that's just how it is, but they've got a lot of candy, a lot of regular potato chips, and I did have a bag of popcorn. It was, can't remember the brand, but it was 80 calories, so I tracked it, but I was just wanting something salty. I'm just learning that I've got to be prepared. I don't know why I keep emphasizing that word, but I got to be prepared. Otherwise, I'm just going to it's just so much easier just to say, I'll go grab something to eat at lunch. I'll go grab something from a restaurant or go, something. Not that eating at a restaurant is terrible, but you typically start making bad choices when you have that as your option. So I like being prepared.